Now you are going for your PhD. Can you share what are the futures of job in the world of AI you see around you?
Yeah, sure. I think that AI is definitely like I've seen a lot of people like working at AI companies and a lot of like new postings for AI researchers and AI scientists. And just I think there's a lot of potential and that the field is really growing. I think personally for me, I think so some of the different ways I've seen people get involved is often you can like have like a machine learning internship at a startup where you're basically just building out their pipeline for solving like a particular machine learning problem. So I think those are like some of the internships you'll see like being posted a lot. I think more and more companies have dedicated like machine learning engineers who are working on like massive systems that already exist in the company, and they're improving efficiency, they're improving speed, they're improving performance, and all of those things are like really like exciting because you're tackling machine learning from like a systems perspective, you're tackling it from a hardware perspective, you're tackling it from like really low level like code perspective. So it's really exciting to like look at someone approach machine learning from all these different angles, right? So all of these different positions are cropping up. I think that there's also more interest in like having dedicated like ML research scientist teams who are working on like innovations in areas where like particular companies are really interested in. So you have people with image teams, you have sort of multimodal like vision text teams, you have all these sort of research teams that like even a few years ago, like the postings for that were like very few, and now like a lot of industries are really excited about machine learning, and they're trying to hire a lot of good like individuals who are like interested in working in those areas. So in general, I think that like in general there are a lot of opportunities in machine learning. I think that well, yeah, I think the PhD aspect of it is just like I think yeah, that's not something I can really speak to because I haven't finished, right? I haven't looked at the PhD postings in too much detail yet. So I feel like that's just yeah.
Yeah, jobs are popping crazy, but the difficult part is people are choosing AI engineers who just learned how to train an LLM in 2023, 2024 over someone who has an LLM experience of 2016. That is how fast it is changing. You said it right. And your PhD degree right now, or your MIT degree right now, or your knowledge right now is more important than someone's machine learning knowledge 5 years ago. It's that crazy. And you're right that we have to every single year there's no shortcut to hard work. You have to show experience which is the latest, right? You agree?
I think well, I will say that like some amount of like longevity in the field is important. Like I think a lot of experienced like researchers in AI are finding a lot of renewed interest in their works. So I think that being in AI for a long period of time is definitely like helpful. But with that being said, I just think there's generally just more openings in general which are hiring for like different levels of experience. So I think that for certain like roles, employers don't really like see having a PhD as that necessary for what they're trying to do and what kind of models they're trying to build. Whereas in other kind of roles, they're just looking to like open up teams and like have like research scientists lead those teams. So I think, you know, I really think that it's just like whatever fits for the company and whatever works for the company in question. So yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you think we're gonna go into the future of more tokens being processed? Because it's impossible. For example, Gemini introduced their 2 million token window, 2 million token context. That means you can put 10 Python libraries that a human cannot learn in months or years. You can learn in 1 minute using those context windows. Do you believe future is even bigger?
I think that yeah, we're definitely going to see like bigger, more and more context windows. Like I think a lot of exciting research is going on in that area. I also think that like we are also seeing interesting research in the other direction, which is what you want to shrink your models so that they run locally on your phone, on your laptop, and stuff like that. So I think that a lot of research is also going into like figuring out how to make models work well in those contexts. So I think there are many different ways machine learning as a field is evolving, and I think those are really exciting. So yeah.
श्योर एंड लास्ट हिंदी में एनी फाइनल एडवाइस कि कोई हाई स्कूल का स्टूडेंट अगर आपको देख रहा है ही लाइक ट्रीट्स यू एज अ बड़े भैया जो आपकी तरह एमआईटी में जाना चाहता है वांट्स टू एंटर द वर्ल्ड ऑफ एआई क्या आप दोगे?
ठीक है तो एमआईटी में सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्लीशे है बट फॉलो योर पैशंस अगर आपका पैशन स्टेम है तो डेफिनेटली लाइक परस्यू इट एज मच एज यू कैन स्कूल के अंदर स्कूल के बाहर whatever opportunities you're getting like learn more about science learn as much as you can and participate in competitions where like you get to do research, you get to do projects, you get to like show like your science knowledge and like share science with the rest of the world. And I think that वो ना मतलब बहुत ही rewarding होता है in and out of itself. College आपका result जैसे भी आए like वो अपने आप में ही बहुत like satisfying होता है. And I think another piece of advice, अगर ऐसे list चाहिए कुछ opportunities की या ऐसे कोई आपको tips चाहिए, तो go on like search like enrichment opportunities ऑनलाइन STEM enrichment opportunities. MIT का एक पेज है जिसमें वो लोग काफ़ी सारे ऐसे opportunities लिस्ट करते हैं, एंड बहुत सारे ऐसे समर प्रोग्राम्स, समर कैंप्स और लाइक बहुत सारे ऐसे रिसर्च कैंप्स हैं जहाँ पे मतलब आप पार्टिसिपेट करोगे, आपको रिसर्च करने को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा, आपको लाइक टॉपिक के बारे में पढ़ने को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा, एंड ऑफन टाइम्स लाइक दे डोंट इवन हैव लाइक अ फाइनेंशियल कॉस्ट एज लाइक अ बैरियर, क्योंकि उसमें स्कॉलरशिप भी होते हैं. तो परस्यू दीज काइंड ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज एज मच एज यू कैन, अगर आपका पैशन स्टेम में, और अगर आपका पैशन स्टेम के बाहर भी है, आप ह्यूमैनिटीज में भी ऐसे अपॉर्चुनिटीज ढूंढ सकते हो, आप ऐसे परस्यू कर सकते हो. There are Olympiads in linguistics and philosophy which are like becoming more and more popular nowadays, and India is sending teams there. So like participate in those kind of competitions, and it's just just enjoy your high school and your like your middle school and high school years, like thinking about like all these sort of like topics. And I think that matlab, MIT is MIT, but like in terms of like being a different like a specific college. But in general, like colleges look for like across the board, they look for like passion and dedication to your subject. तो अब एक specific college को like मैं like I'm not gonna say एक specific college में ऐसे घुसना like आप guarantee कर सकते हो, but मैं कह रहा हूँ कि in general आपका जो chances हैं वो अच्छे होंगे अगर आप अपने passions को follow करोगे in this regard. So yeah.
And totally, starting early is important. Age is not a barrier. Age barrier है alcohol के लिए, but not for learning. You can learn as early as possible. Absolutely. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Sagnik. It was wonderful talking to you. Got so many insights into the era of AI innovation that I had never heard about. Learned so much, and I am going to do my homework, go deeper into your learnings. And thank you so much again.